My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Slay the Spire, the high ascension grind with the Defect. As you can see, we're on the 16th, so we did not win last episode despite it being quite close. Remove 2 cards. Ooh. Ooh. And it's max HP as well, so we can literally move 1 space up and remove another card. Oh, that just looks so good. I also kind of want to hunt elites, though. So we've got 2 if we go on the left-hand side, and then we can decide to go for rests instead. I think that's it. Unless I can hit someone with the enemies in the next 3 combats have 1H. Well, I can probably hit 1, but I definitely can't hit 2. Okay, so we'll go with remove. We'll remove a strike and a defend. We want to upgrade that zap and the dual cast as quickly as possible. Hell yes! That's exactly what I wanted. Just one of them to get hit twice there so that I could take no damage. Hell yeah. Strike dual cast. Sorry, zap dual cast next hand. Ease. Charge battery is totally reasonable. Just a nice card to have. Maybe I take Rip and Tear as well. Slightly short, I think, actually. It's 46, right? So it's 81, 121. Yeah, so I'm 7 short of being able to take Rip and Tear as well as the card removal. The thing is, Rip and Tear, I think, early on is super valuable for the damage that it can help us deal against the elites, so I think I'll actually take it over the card removal here. Easy max HP as well. Damn. And in these fights with just rough destruction of everything in my sight. Nothing escapes. I love it. Right. Boot sequence go for the Ice Green Line, who's our boss at the end of the floor. It's the Guardian, so the ability to weaken them is pretty big. Go for the Eyes in particular. 1 off is nice. Upgrades 2 cards. Hey, Rip and Tear and the Go for the Eyes. Not bad. Not bad for the upgrades. Get the zap out here on turn 1. Probably open up on the Rip Tear turn. I still open up on this turn, but gosh, that sucks. Could have opened up with so much more damage. I want to get as many lightning orbs out as possible. Oh, easy. We do actually want to prioritize defense where available. Just because the lightning orbs are a consistent ongoing source of damage, so it's not like we're as screwed as other characters might be. Bag of Marbles. At the start of each combat, apply 1 vulnerability to all enemies, as well as a regen potion. Seems like there's no reason not to just take Glacier. Either that or FTL. How much are we going to use our orbs? I think we'd take it, just because it's a ridiculous value card, but I don't know how much we're going to be using it. Okay. Easy kills. Show me skill pot. Ooh. Interrogate. I think I'll take a Sweeping Beam, get some AoE, kind of diversify what my deck is capable of doing currently. And then the first upgrades are on Zap and Dual Cast. Get those to be 0 cost to balance out our average expected energy expenditure per turn. Preserved Insect. Enemies in Elite's room, or rather Elite rooms, have 25% less HP. Pretty good. All right. Glacier will work there. I really wanted to charge battery for the extra something this turn that I can't remember the name of right now. Hologram. Oh yeah, it's definitely hologram so that we can bring back the Sweeping Beam again. Then double defend this turn, and we're actually fully defended. Awesome. Probably could have used a regen potion over the course of this fight. Easily done. All right. Now, basically, we would have to get the world's worst turn to not be able to either kill or keep ourselves safe from this entry. Thankfully, we went fine. Ooh, Toxic Egg. Whenever you had a skill card to your deck is upgraded this early on. Recycle, Hologram, and Fusion. I'm going to take the Hologram for the ability to bring back something that I've just used. Specifically, right now, it's good with the Zap. Bottle Flame. Upon pickup, choose an attack card. At the start of each combat, that attack card will be in your opening hand. I kind of want to put either the Rip and Tear or the Go for the Eyes. The Go for the Eyes is a more defensive option. The Rip and Tear is a more aggressive option. Right? If everyone's vulnerable on the first turn, then starting out with the Rip and Tear or Go for Eyes is actually pretty good. Actually, even a Sweeping Beam upgraded to be 9 damage AoE, and then the vulnerability on the first turn would be 13 damage AoE. That's not that bad. A lot of enemies don't attack on turn 1. They set themselves up for attacking on turn 2. So I actually think I put Rip and Tear in there. This also, by the way, allows me to get that Rip and Tear back really easily because the hologram, through the first shuffle of the deck, the hologram is always going to come after it. Even perfected there. Dead Branch. When you exhaust a card, add a random card to your hand. Take the charge battery and the Dead Branch. I'm going to try and get some exhaust cards in this deck. With the 2 charge batteries both already upgraded. Get that dual cast upgraded. With the 2 charge batteries both already upgraded. And the Toxic Egg allowing me to upgrade all of the... Hang on, I think I've got lethal here. Yeah, I do. And the Toxic Egg pre-upgrading all of my skills typically being more defensive than offensive. That actually puts us in a really good position. Turbo's a bunch of extra energy. Doesn't exhaust itself, though. But it would, like, fuel the Dead Branch. I'm gonna take that. I need exhaust cards now, though. Sweeping Beam for the AoE next floor. It's just a consideration for that fact. I think I might need a Power Potion to get us over the hump in terms of the Guardian here. Wow. I can Rip and Tear, Hologram, Rip and Tear just to shred you in one turn. Sure. Yeah, no, I'm gonna keep that Power Potion for better combat. Ideally, I don't cast dual cast at all in this combat. Yeah, Reinforced Body. Hell yeah. So you can attack once. Goes down to 17. Sorry, 17-7, and then I Reinforced Body for full defense. With the Reinforced Body and the 2 charge batteries and the Glacier, I actually think like I'm gonna be pretty easily fully defended every single turn. Which then allows me to just leave these lightning orbs up, doing their damage. They charge battery and deal 9 damage there, splitting the enemy rather than 6 damage and splitting the enemy had I played the strike earlier. What do I want to bring back? Basically everything in my deck is, rather everything in my deck is in my discard pile currently. So we'll bring back Go for the Eyes. Keeps them weaker for next turn, so only 12 damage is incoming next turn. Which we can quite easily defend. Sadly, there goes a lot of our lightning, which is pretty important for us. Hey, I'm actually already defended this turn as well. Nice. I'm trying to think of all of the things that are influenced by the fact that we now have a Dead Branch in our deck. Rather, in our relic setup. I don't know what I want to do with it is the thing. Having Hologram and Turbo allows me to just, like, hard go off on some turns. Rip Tear. Hologram back, Rip Tear. Rip Tear. Sweeping Beam. Turbo. Charge Battery. I'm probably not getting back through the deck before the enemy ends up dying, so... So it makes sense to give myself extra energy for the next turn. Or rather, it did make sense to do that. Alright, managed to perfect that. I also use the regen potion so that I end up on higher HP, so that the next floor I start on higher HP. Fission, it comes pre-upgraded, is the interesting thing about this. It is also exhaust and gives us back energy to fun things, so it totally fits with this. Evoke all of your orbs, gain an energy, and draw a card for each orb evoked. Oh, Frozen Core! Replaces the crack core if you end your turn with an empty orb slot. Channel 1 Frost. I think that's just wild for us, and then we just get... Yeah. It's Frozen Core, and then we want like a bunch of defrags, especially. The left-hand side here is a bunch of events. Couple rests. Only one elite combat. It's a super early shop as well. Or I could go for 1 early elite, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could literally kill 5 elites this floor. All right, I'm going to leave myself open to that option. Seems like that could be fun. Ooh, buffer. Nice. Buffer just here to grant me a turn. Not even this one. Save it for later. Fission evokes all of them, freeing up space for more of them to come back. I mean, I don't want to Sweeping Beam yet because I don't want to draw yet. So I'll strike, go for the eyes, because I want to be able to hologram something back, right? So we'll hologram back, rip and tear, then we can Sweeping Beam. Generate the new deck. I mean, now I'm pretty happy to even Turbo Strike, Thunder Strike, Charge Battery. It's fine. Doesn't matter to me, does it? We're not getting back to that part of the deck. Auto Shields being 15 block by itself. Pretty wild. Okay. This could be rough. We'll start with a Rip Tear to see if any target got hit twice. Neither did. See, the problem here is I actually really want to put the one on the ground that is buffing. That's the correct thing to do. Usually. Not a fan of that. So I'm super hopeful that I can get the bird down regardless, somehow. Sweeping Beam seems like it's always played, isn't it? Or it's Zap, Auto Shields, Glacier. That actually seems better. Zap, Auto Shield, Glacier. Defenses for all income. Wow, Blizzard is going to be pretty good in a deck like this. Not right now, but it will be. Fusion evokes 3, draws 3. I could Blizzard, Hologram, Blizzard. Actually, no, I hologram the Sweeping Beam because it's just a better Blizzard for us right now. And then we'll Blizzard and then Strike. It's awesome. I'll actually even Turbo Bullseye. Because I probably should have done that. Oops. Right. So I can Strike, hologram the Strike, back Strike again, Strike, Charge Battery, easy. All right. When enemies like this that usually would be a little more troublesome turn out to be super easy, it really makes me feel good about the rest of the run. Fusion. I mean, Fusion is extra energy, and extra energy allows me to play all of the cards that we generate from the Dead Branch. It's just, at the moment, we don't generate that many cards from the Dead Branch. I think between our Turbo and our 2 Charge Batteries, and our Fission as well, I think we actually have enough energy currently. Double Energy we definitely take, and Apotheosis. They both come pre-upgraded, they both exhaust. Double Energy gives me the energy to play other cards as well. Double Energy. And then Apotheosis upgrades the things that we got from that as well. Can charge battery twice. I actually probably want to burn the glacier. Not bad. Now, the reason I burnt the glacier was actually just because I don't need orb generation that much in the deck right now. The Frozen Core is dealing with all of my orb generation pretty handily. What I do need, though, is more damage. Fission here is insane. Actually, I'm going to strike, sweeping beam. I'm going to use the fission as, like, basically a complete refuel. Go for the eyes, melter. I can go for the eyes initially and then melter to hit damage through afterwards. Oh. Or we could just kill. Seems good too. Speed potion. Second opportunity to fusion. That's also our second opportunity to claw and a cold snap. I don't think so on any of those though. Okay. One Yol got double targeted there. I don't know if I'm ever getting back to my fission and then getting to play it, so I think I burn it just to get an extra card here. It turns out not to be good. Oh. Defrag's a pretty good pickup here. Is there anything I want to bring back? Not really. Course Edge. I guess I bring back Rip Tear. Didn't hit the backline at all, so now I just double strike the backline, and may as well just generate them both right now. There's no reason not to. Sweeping, charged, and what are we? So 915. Yeah, we're fine again. It's just I need some damage somewhere. Woo, Apotheosis. Also, easy. I definitely want to auto shield before I zap. We end up taking 1 damage this turn. Alright, things are starting to turn. Things are starting to turn. I'm just going to have to... Yeah. I'm just going to have to hologram the Go for the Eyes back into my hand and double hit a single target. Didn't really want to do it like that, but hey, got to do it. Another Turbo, Ball Lightning, and Hello World. I want things that, like, Turbo makes sense. Turbo makes sense, especially if I have extra draw in the deck, which I don't. So, like, if I had access to Skim in particular. But even more than that, it's going to make really good sense when I have more exhaust cards. This combat could be pretty bad. It's not boss at the end of the floor. It's Collector. Am I good against the Collector? Probably. I think Power Potion might be most relevant in this fight. And of course, Echo Form. So 7, 6, so I want to use my Dex Potion this turn as well. Because Glacier doesn't actually entirely defend me, unless I also play the Hologram. But then I'm missing out on so much damage. Like 26 from the Rip Tear here. I only take 1 damage this turn. It's the wound that goes into my deck that's the most troubling. Oh, that double plate Apotheosis, that's my bad. Obviously, that's not what I intended. Damn. Sure, we'll double zap just to get some ongoing damage out. I've got to remember that I have the Echo Form because I keep forgetting. It's gonna get real awkward soon. Double energy. Oh, look at all that energy. Woo! Ridiculous amount. Use the upgraded fission there. Basically just chunk out as much damage as I can possibly deal this turn. not play the auto shields in the right order, and as a result take more damage than I needed to. All going to plan, except for that final one. Letter opener. Whenever you play 3 skills in a single turn, you'll 5 damage to all enemies. That's actually surprisingly good for us. Recycle is obviously pretty nuts in a deck that has Dead Branch. Good gosh. Alright, well, with none of those hitting the bed in the front line, just gonna chunk the damage into the back line. Still gonna take 1 damage this turn, but now I can just focus on the Chosen right now if I'd like to. Kinda think I do. Recycle a defend, get a different card instead. Double energy. Then double energy. Then I'm gonna boot sequence. I'm thinking like Hyper Beam, Hologram, Hyper Beam. Seems good. Another charge battery is probably a bit much. I think I might actually end up going for all 5 elites on this floor. Rip Tear actually does give me the possibility of killing one of you, which obviously means I should play the charge battery instead. If I'm relying on the possibility, I've made a mistake already. 14, sure. Yeah, and this is probably the turn that kills, right? Seems like it would be. Hologram back the sweeping beam for the draw. Excellent. The letter opener is actually ridiculously huge for this deck. We mostly play skills, is the thing. Defend, skim for the kills. Hell yeah. Gold-plated cables, your rightmost orb triggers its passive an additional time. Not bad. Another pre-upgraded charge battery. The game is trying to tell me something. You think I'm not well defended enough yet? I think I'm maybe a bit too well defended. Oddly Smooth Stone starting to combo with 1 dex. Damn! Just helping us out here, left, right, and center. Love it. Ooh, Rainbow actually does burn. And then I even get to Fission. Awesome! That was cool as hell. I can creative AI here, I guess. No reason not to. Okay. So is there any way to kill this turn? Because if we can do that, I'd like to just... It's... Hologram back the recycle the electrodynamics. I know, not a great thing to have to do, but I think it's necessary. Apoth. Ooh, go for the eyes as well. Hell yes, that was huge. Take no damage this turn as well. Oh, even get an Echo form out. Go for the eyes. All for one. All for one is actually really good for the fact that it brings back recycle as well. I wonder if that maybe means that I should be focusing on that a little bit more. Actually, I don't really want those in my next set, so discard them all. Hell yeah. We'll recycle 2 cards, and then Meteor Strike seems like it's probably a good idea to finish out the round. Peace Pipe, you can now remove cards from your deck at rest sites. Not bad, not bad. Blizzard, like Blizzard Maximum is as good as like twice as many turns as, sorry, as good as many turns I've been alive, mostly. It doesn't actually seem like it's powerful. Well, I don't know how this is going to do against elites. We'll see. Ooh. All for One gives us the recycle as well as All for... Ooh. Alright. Okay. Well, reprogram allows me to... No, I don't want that. Don't want that. Don't want that. Cool. Through a pretty significant amount of it. I still end up taking, you know, fair point of damage this turn, but I think overall that worked out. Hologram to bring back anything in particular. Oh yeah, All for One, obviously. And then we Apotheosis, Turbo, and then just All for One gets us to go off. All for One is actually a ridiculous card. Like, brutally insane for us. Okay. Oh, no, I just play powers. We're fine. Sorry, play skills. We're fine. Sure. I'm gonna try and take on the Gremlin Knobs. Because I'm just that kind of wild dude. This is probably a bad idea. That said, in the past I've had extraordinarily bad ideas, and some of them accidentally turn out to be good ideas. Definitely have to start with Sweeping Beam. Go for the eyes on the back line. See, the thing is, I may have ended up losing by taking this fight as well, and I do feel bad about it, but I do like high risk, high reward strategies. Please get me a draw card. Yeah, it's a lot of incoming damage I don't really get to do anything about right now. Lame. Ow. Thankfully no one made me weak that turn. Thinking we definitely recycle to consume that. Like, we have to kill this turn. We're not defending this turn, so. Recycle to consume. Scrape's not bad. Any zero cost in there? Zero. Wow, that's unfortunate. Auto shields. Strike. Throw in a zap. Strike. Strike. And potion the backliner. Get defended this turn for most of the incoming damage. Thinking about Rip Tear, Hologram Rip Tear. So what's that? 9x4 is 36. Not enough. Charge battery, hologram charge battery is 13, 8, 13. Sets me up for a better next turn. $42 damage in a single turn. All right. I'd love to see where that's coming from. Nowhere, evidently. Oh. Zap. Dual cast. Sweeping Beam. We got it. Hell yeah. We actually managed to take him down. And we got the gambling chip and the singing bowl. When adding cards to your deck, you may gain 2 max HP instead, as well as at the start of each combat, discard as many cards as you'd like, and then draw that many. We get the Poison Potion and max HP. And we're probably going to take max HP for every position from here on out. Another Elite time. The Auto Shields is actually enough block by itself, so. Ooh, nice. Sweeping Beam before we do anything else. Then Apoth. Sure. Definitely use the auto. We'll also turbo. Recycle the defend. Looking for basically as much damage as I can get out here. Weakened him. Zap Glacier Dualcast? Seems like it's our best play. Also leaves us with a hell of a lot of block. In those Frost Orbs in particular. Level up our energy and grumble about that one. It's fine though, still fully defended this turn. Alright. I'm thinking recycle on that static discharge almost certainly. Let's heal before we continue, and then it's just Rip Tear, Hologram Rip Tear. Easy. Bronze Scales at the start of each combat, gain 3 Thorns, as well as the ability to gain 3 Thorns at will. Not bad. Do I want to go for the final elite? Like, 5 elites on a single floor on the second floor. See, I'm thinking I veer off and rest. I mean, we just win with 5 apparitions in the deck. I mean, they're also pre-upgraded courtesy of the Toxic Egg, so I can just hold them until the right turn. Yeah, this gets kind of nutty. Alright. Yeah, that'll do. An apparition. An apparition. The eyes. And Storm. These. This sucks. The double energy is exactly or rather, the double energy is enough that it's not going to give us a benefit, and so's the turbo. Like, lame. Hey, another Storm. Nice. Yeah, I'm pretty certain this one's gonna go the distance. Just feels it. Alright. Who's efficient there? I'm not scared. Get the most expensive strike out of our hand. Bullseye. Strike. Easy. Just defend over the top of them. Hello World generates 2 lightning orbs. Recycle a leap. World bullseye again and zap, and then 4 damage apiece because of the lock on. It's another fission. It's pretty good. And then rest. Try and get ourselves back to max HP. Okay. Very much hoping this doesn't get us hologram. Glad to see it. Actually gonna get the Glacier out as well. And the reason I'm getting the Glacier out is because I have 2 copies of Fission in the deck, so the faster I can fill it, sometimes the better off I am. Could just hologram back an Apparition this time. Just keep an eye on it. 11 plus 6 is 17, plus 8 is 25 total. And then we get 6 blocks at 31 total. So we defended against all but one of these torch heads and just a little bit at the very end there. So the hologram does have to bring something defensive back if I do want to defend. Which can include a go for the eyes on the back line. That's enough. Got 2 energy carried forwards. Oh, hell yeah. Double energy. Oh my gosh, we've even got a skim. Hell yes. Hell yes to all of it. All right, I'm gonna Apparition. I'm playing all of these before I do anything else, so the Apotheosis upgrades all of the cards. Okay. Definitely need to charge battery. Rip Tear seems nice. Could stack, don't really think I need to. Consume actually seems kind of useful over the course of this. Awesome. How many cards can I even draw this turn? Not that many more. 0 more, in fact. Alright, I'm intangible for 2 turns already. I think I think it's time to just turn on the apparitions for the rest of the entire combat. Chaos here, as well as consume. Could dual cast just to kill the torch head right now. I think I will. Not bad. That's also going to grow at twice the rate of a normal orb. That is to say, the dark orb in the front. Ooh, damn. Yeah, this is going to get pretty wild. Self-repair easily. Just wait for that dark orb. It's growing by 22 per turn. Sure. I mean, I could stack. I could also not. I don't think I have any benefit for doing it or not doing it. Well, now it looks like I use it just to kill the 2 torch heads, but it's also totally fine for doing that. Like, I'm reasonably pleased with that result. Cycle the Melter, looking for something better. Hey, Heat Sinks actually draws his cards. Nice. And now we just get 14 block a turn from this giant Frost Orb. Okay, Skim, Hologram, Skim. It's actually not an entirely unreasonable thing for me to consider doing. Your resummoning this turn is the thing that I'm actually a little bit concerned about right now. Chaos twice. I'm looking for a Dark Orb to stay with me. No, I didn't. Got intangibility for 0 more turns. So while we are now, you know, really, really well defended and really well offended and all of those kinds of things, we're still not in a great position. Turbo. Maybe I can fission for a draw of 1. Mostly doing it for what I get from the exhaust. Oh, nice. Rainbow's actually surprisingly good here as well. And funnily enough, the final thing that we get from that was Dark. The Cycle of the Consume. Definitely can't use that anymore. We'll hologram back another sweep. Oh, and now we can just go off, right? We have the awful one. Storm, Turbo. What are we looking to do? Charge battery, clears out 2 of you, then we all for 1, draw some back, and start removing the worst cards from our deck. Easy. Yeah, we're all good. I will also turbo here just to get extra energy for next turn. Oh, damn. Definitely not necessary. So I could deal 40-something damage this turn with the dual cast. 56. 51 total, actually. Yeah, I think I do that. And then past this point, I just focus on the collector directly. The Void is actually nice to have in that hand because it means I get an extra card in the next hand. Yeah, this is done. This is over. Turbo. Don't really care about any of those, so we'll just play all of them out. Then all for 1 the back line and go again. Hell yeah. Burn a turbo because we don't have any draw. All right, Lightning. Don't want to hit that back line? Fine, the Thorns will do it. Reboot totally makes sense as a reload after we get so much energy. Just makes sense. And we do actually want extra energy as well. So Sozu totally also makes sense here as well. Not too pleased that those are going to be my final potions, but what can you really do about that? The left side actually has, like, 2 late shops. That could be so powerful for us. Those could be so powerful for us. Fission's a bit early here. Need more card draw. Yeah, Fission right now is, like, just generate a new card and use that instead of what you're currently trying to. 38. Yeah, that'll work. Don't need to get the Glacier out there. Strike, double defend. Getting very close to this kill now. And that'll seal that deal. So, again, thinking about the elites that we possibly... Ooh, boot sequence. That's just free defend on the first turn. Or 14 or 13 or whatever it is. Yeah, I could get 2 Madness, and the Madness would just be upgraded by the Toxic Egg and their Exhaust as well. So, that makes sense. Thinking about the elites this turn, this floor, Nemesis could be a problem because deck trashing is a problem because I only have 1 recycle in the deck currently. That's about it. Then I'll hologram back the... Oh, I'll hologram back Vision, I guess. We've got 1 upgraded hologram and 1 upgraded hologram that's hit by Madness, so I can actually just kind of cycle between the two if I desperately want to. I could have had that turn go for approximately ever, but it's much easier to just kill them all next turn. Another double energy, and there's a reboot as well. Easy. Yeah, it seems like this one's gonna get it done. Hell yeah. Just gonna get my max HP back up. Ooh, another hologram. Ooh, white noise. Yeah, pretty much every single result from white noise I want in this deck. I definitely don't want doubt. So. And another hologram, pre-upgraded. Hell yeah. Especially with the turbos in our deck, that totally makes sense. So Nemesis doesn't really kick my butt. Orb Walkers, they're the closest, but they'd have to deck trash literally every round. And even then, they're not that bad. Giant Head is easy as hell. I actually think I go for elites. Ooh, how aggressive do we want to go? Because I could Bias Ignition Tempest. No, this enemy has too much HP to already be lowering my own focus. Actually, do I think I'm going to be in this fight for more than 4 turns? No. Okay. Hey, draw 2 cards. Nice. Because sometimes the cards you draw make other cards free or give you back energy, and then you just start chaining off again. There you go. Just chaining off once again. Easy. Hell yeah. Get those orbs. You're actually dealing your 30 as well. That's rough. Vision for a ridiculous amount of card draw. Definitely double energy before we do anything else there. Seems like it's probably Apotheosis time. Maybe after these apparitions. And this rainbow, because I don't actually want that to stay in my deck. Apotheosis. Aggregate for some extra energy. Basically, all I actually want right now is extra draw. So what have we got for that? Literally nothing. We have to take a recycle and then... Oh man, recycle a reinforced body. Gosh, our defense is pretty ridiculous. Here we go. I just don't know if it's defensive enough. We'll see. We'll see. White noise getting us just another power as well as an exhausted card. It's just lovely for those. Chaos gets us another orb, and then Fission burns them all and gives us a ridiculous amount of energy in return. Thank you very much, Fission. Strike. Yeah, let's just finish that fight off. Spent too long on it already. Don't need any of those. The orb walkers. Definitely charge, definitely double energy. This is interesting. Alright. I'll play Fission. Oh my gosh. Okay. Echo Form, chill. Heat sinks. Force Field. I actually not only get to full defend that turn, but I have 2 Echo Forms out. The first 2 cards I play are going to be doubled. Not bad. Well, let's double Apparition, then double Apparition. Because now I am not actually capable of ever taking damage. And that seems like that could be useful. Alright. Let's hologram back 2 aggressive cards. And just kill him easily. Birdface Sun, whenever you play power, heal for 2 HP. Hello World stack buffer. This deck's getting thick as hell. Take the max HP there again. Apotheosis isn't bad. Apparition this turn isn't necessary because of the boot sequence, so I'll actually just shove that back in. Huh. I could have gotten away with throwing the poison potion and actually killing the repulsor on the first turn. If they were trashing my deck, rather, if that repulsor was one of the ones trashing my deck, I possibly would have done that. Just trying to get more orbs up before I fission. Lightning will do. Okay, cool. Ooh, I love when this happens. I can recycle on an X-Cost card just to get my current value of energy back. Although I think I'm going to specifically skip doing that. Because I might want to use it later as my finisher. That's the only thing that immediately comes to mind there. Alright, we have a bunch of things that cost 0. Play out as many of them as we can. 2 costs as well. And then all for 1 to bring it back. And let's go again. Now it's probably time to use whatever damage I get, because we were so close to the kill. Overclock. If it wasn't for the Time Eater being our final boss, I'd probably take that. Sadly, the Time Eater is our final boss. Okay, Nemesis. Show me what you got. Actually, show me a little less, please. Alright, Apparition. Ooh, buffer. That's pretty big. Specifically because this enemy can do like a straight up hit of 40. Yep. Not a fan of this, but at the very least I've got the buffer to save me from the 4 damage. And yeah, thanks. Oh, it's fine. It's not like I wanted the buffer still. It's okay. I have Apparition anyway. It's fine. Double the energy. Apparition? Apparition. Defragment? Overclock. Alright, cool. Basically, now this turn is reach for as much damage as I can deal. So I'll get Fission for the card draw and the energy. Core Surge, easy, and don't really care to play any of those. Reboot. Zap, Hologram Zap. Giving us some stuff to hit with this Fission again. Get that Creative AI out of the deck. Just trying to get damage, friends. All I care about. 4 from Blizzard is all I can get. Yikes. Alright, so I'll bring back... I'll bring back Hologram. Yeah, I'll do that for a while. That's going to be some extra damage. Hologram brings back... and... The enemy dies against me. Hell yeah! Whetstone, upon pick up, upgrade your random attacks as well as a reinforced body. Reinforced body is really good to get rid of all of the excess energy that we have at the end of the turn, as well as to protect ourselves. With a single card, especially. So, take that. Ancient Tea set, whenever you draw a rest site, the next combat starts with 2 extra energy. Not that bad. Quite good, in fact. I'd love to take things like Panache and stuff like that, but it doesn't fit this deck anymore. Membership card, tiny chest, removal, more bank. Let's go for that. Yeah. Didn't need to do that. I thought I was in the actual shop space, but the next space is another shop. Heal 25 going into a boss fight, not necessary. Being able to see my draw pile is not that bad. Skim is pretty big. Skim and another card removal. I'd be taking potions if I could, but I can't. Sozu, so I won't. Sozu. I'm actually going to play with this hand. Not a great hand, but it's pretty reasonable in terms of setup. Leaves me with an extra card next turn because the Ascender's Bane burns. Not bad. Dual cast, Glacier, and Vision. It's a hell of a lot of block. Double our energy, Sweeping Beam, and yeah, I think. Yeah, back to the Sweeping Beam, and there's the easy kill. Awesome. Another hologram's probably a bit much now. Specifically because of the Time Eater. Again, without the Time Eater, I would have changed so much about this deck. With the Apotheosis, I think it's the only correct option here is removal. I think I do want to get those 2 strikes out of the deck. I think I need to take care of my defense first, and then suddenly blow the enemy up with some combo. Thinking another card removal here. Just casually upgrading my deck. Are there any like attacks in here I desperately don't want? Seems unlikely. Dual cast seems the thing that I don't really actually want in this deck. It's 0 cost, so it's actually a little bit of an annoyance against the Time Eater in particular. I'll Liquid Bronze and save the poison until in the second form. Fission goes back. Fission goes back and immediately comes back. Fair enough. All for one being generated is pretty ridiculous. If I can make one of these holograms cost 0, we actually have an infinite, but the problem is the Time Eater, yeah, doesn't really care for infinites. Electrodynamics, not bad. As well, I'm just trying to set myself up as best I can for later. Is everything I want to bring back this turn? Not really. Okay, so I need to play 3 more cards this turn. 4 more cards, rather. Do I want an Apparition yet? No, I can just save them for later. So I am basically going to be upgrading the enemy every single turn. Could be an annoyance, sure. Ooh, Core Surge, not bad. Another Electrodynamics, sure. Heals me up a little bit even. Hologram back I'm thinking Charge Battery here. And this leaves me with 5 cards to play next turn as well as an extra energy. Yes, it's definitely Defend, Zap, Madness the Hologram, And now we can infinite easily, in fact. Unless I take back an Apparition, I'm taking damage this turn, so... That makes my decision pretty easy. Good gosh. Should have done that in the opposite order. I would have gotten another card to upgrade. See, I don't want low impact things, like 4 damage, like 3 damage. Like, I don't want those. So I think I actually just reboot right now. Actually, you know what? I think I burn a claw. Fusion out of the deck. Machine learning's not that bad. Doesn't really matter what madness hits, then Melter, then reboot. Cool. Because I want to be able to hit the max amount of things this turn. Reprogram is like extraordinarily not necessary. 2 of them are definitely excess to necessity. Debuff doesn't hit. Apparition turns up on the right turn. Thank you. So Apparition, Melter, Sweeping Beam. Anything I want to bring back? I mean, I could bring back a Recycle or something like that. Actually, you know what I do? I bring back a Recycle, and then I recycle the Genetic Algorithm to play Glacier. We have a Meteor Strike in the deck now, so we actually have so many cool different setups that we can do. We have, like, what? 0 intangibility? 2? Yeah, 2 intangibility left in the entire deck. You are below half HP, so you're purging this turn as well. So that means that this turn in particular, I just use for as much setup as I can get. So I'll play a Self-Repair, get it out of my deck, right? That kind of thing. I'll hologram back a hologram. And that hologram is going to hologram back a... How many cards do I have to play total again? Probably hologram again. And then that hologram brings back the 0-cost hologram. And then that one brings back literally anything that has some good value for me. Nothing? I think nothing does? Sure, I'll play a claw. Now it's time to throw in the poison. Okay, Skim, show me what we've got. All for one and the hologram. We now have the win. Never mind. Again, we would need to play a lot of cards. Damn. Let's take a Skim, play a turbo, see what we can actually get done. As much damage as possible. Okay, Rip and Tear, Sweeping, Melter, all for one brings back the... Oh, it didn't bring back Melter? Lame. Two holograms left, so the next hand can get an Apparition, which is important. Awesome. 153. Oh, 63 damage incoming. Damn, I am horrified, mortified, terrified of that. I mean, I could literally just reinforce body right now. Hang on. If I hologram back a... Let's count this. If I hologram back a... Where are you? Oh, it's not even in there. Lame. It's Recycle I wanted. I guess I can hologram back a Turbo, and then Turbo is 3, so what, 3, 6. So I can play Meteor Strike. But then die. Fine, it's just hologram back a Apparition. Lame. I wanted to get that Meteor Strike out, dang it. Thankfully, I'm no longer vulnerable this turn. I do have card reduction. Psycho reprogram seems like a pretty good idea here. Hey, Thunderstrike! Seems like it would deal a pretty specific chunk of change for us. I want the ability to deal 6, or rather attack 6 times next turn, or play 6 cards, rather, next turn, so I'll hold off on the claw there. So I can melt a hologram melt. Well, we probably need to get our best defense because we actually don't have lethal here, right? We've got 12 in our orb complement. We've got 3, so 12, 3, 15 total. So 15 total against 40. Sorry, against 39 is 24s left over. So melter, remelter, and then go for the eyes. Actually, we have exact lethal. 20, 24. 25, 26, 27. 39 total. Yeah, we actually have lethal. This surprises me. And yeah. Slightly over 1 full hour. That is our first Ascension victory with the Defect. Praise the branch. Let's get thick. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody, the name of the game. It's been Slay the Spire. High Ascension with the Defect. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.